Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as double honor to their elders. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahweh Shai. And I just want to do a quick lesson going into the CBDC. I do a lot of lessons talking about the MOTB, which is that, RFID CHIP. But how is it going to be used? What system or method are they're going to use with that? The CHIP, and it's the central bank digital currency. That's what CBDC stands for, and also blockchain. That's how you're going to be tracked. But I got a couple websites I want to read from. This is the AtlanticCouncil.org, and it's a central bank digital currency tracker. Read a few things from here. And they have a map here. It says 134 countries, currency unions tracked. And then you have three countries launched the CBDC already, which we're gonna get to later on when we read down. I would show the map, but it's just too complicated, and then on my phone to navigate through. But 3 launched, 44 in the pilot, 20 in the development stage, 39 in the research stage, 21 in the inactive, 5 in other. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, now let's read a few from this. It says key findings. This was updated September, so last month. I'm gonna read pretty quick through this, and Lord willing, I'll put these the articles I get in the comment board so you can look for yourself. It says 134 countries and currency unions representing 98% of global GDP are exploring a CBDC, central bank digital currency. In May 2020, that number was only 35. Currently, 66 countries are in the advanced phase of exploration, development, pilot, or launch. It says every G20 country is exploring a CBDC, with 19 of them in the advanced stages of CBDC exploration. Of those 13 countries are already in the pilot stage. This includes Brazil, Japan, India, Australia, Russia, and Turkey, which is basically the BRICS nations. It says 3 countries have fully launched a CBDC: the Bahamas, Jamaica, and Nigeria. It says in Nigeria and the Bahamas, CBDC issuance has increased substantially. All 3 countries are focused on expanding the reach of their retail CBDCs domestically. And you go look at when it was first happening, I remember videos coming out in Nigeria. They was either trashing cash money, the actual physical money. Things were going crazy over there. They was not accepting of the jam decks. I believe that's what it is. Or is that, no, that's Jamaica with the jam decks. Keep reading. Let me see. There's a new high of 44 ongoing CBDC pilots, including the digital euro. It says all original BRICS member states, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are piloting a CBDC. Since last year, BRICS has actively promoted developing an alternate payment system to the dollar. Let me see. The U.S. is now participating in a cross-border wholesale CBDC Project Agora, with 6 other major central banks. So even America. I think that's all I read from here. Let me see what this Project Agora says down here. It says Project Agora, participating countries: France, Japan, South Korea, Mexico, Switzerland, England, United States. And this point I want to get here. United States, in parentheses, it says Federal Reserve Bank of New York. And I had to Google it, because once I read that, I was like, Federal Reserve Bank, that's it's been brought out that was a privately owned bank, a corporation, which is, bullshit. Let me get that Google search right now. I had Googled, is the Federal Reserve privately owned? And it says, so is the Fed private, or public? The answer is both. Nah, it's not both. It says while the Board of Governors is an independent government agency, the Federal Reserve banks are set up like private corporations. So it's a private corporation. And they own America, man. Those are the top elite banking families of these so-called white people. The Edomites, man. It's a private corporation. It says member banks hold stock in the Federal Reserve banks and earn dividends. So nothing but a bunch of bullshit. And then we got to pay taxes to them, be tributary under these fucking devils, man. So the Federal Reserve is privately owned, and that they're pushing the CBDC, but Lord willing, they push it even further, they get into the launch stage, so prophecy can speed up, so we can, Lord willing, we be that number, be saved from the destruction to come. I'll read this, and I'll get one last article, and Lord willing, I might bring out a scripture if the Spirit stay the same. The overview says in April 2024, Bank for International Settlements launched Project Agora in collaboration with Bank of France, representing the Eurosystem, Bank of Japan, Bank of Korea, Bank of Mexico, Swiss National Bank, Bank of England, and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. The project aims to tokenize cross-border payments by creating a unified, programmable infrastructure that brings together the 7 central banks and commercial banks. In May 2024, the project opened up calls for private sector participation. Man, so some bullshit. That's what's going on. Let me get this article here on blockchain. This is from ScienceDirect.com. It says blockchain is central bank digital currency. And I had to read through all this to actually find what I want. I just want to find blockchain because this is how they're going to be able to track your payments, everything you purchase, and contrary to how the IUIC pushes that sin is the mark. How are you going to be able to track sin? Sin, you're not going to be able to track sin through blockchain, man. It's stupid, man. It's completely stupid. But let me just read from here. I'll probably read this whole first paragraph, and that'll be it. It says blockchain is a distributed ledger technology. Cryptographic techniques and consensus algorithms are utilized to achieve features like decentralization. And let's look up some of these words as I'm reading. So decentralization. It says the transfer of control of an activity or organization to several local offices or authorities rather than one single one. So that's what decentralization is. It says traceability. This is the one I really wanted. So blockchain, it says features like decentralization, traceability. Let's look that up. It says the quality of having an origin or course of development that may be found or followed. So everything you purchase is going to be found and followed. They're going to have a record of it through blockchain. Let me see. It says immutability. Get that up. It says unchanging over time or unable to be changed. So once you make a payment or purchase in that system, ain't no going back. It's going to be the same. It's always going to be there. Anonymity. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Salakila. Let me just click on it and see what happened. See where it takes me to. Anonymity says anonymity refers to the state of having one's identity hidden and not visible to others. It is the desire to remain anonymous and not have personally identifying information shared with third parties. So that's what that's going to. Where am I at? Scroll back down. Transparency. I'll look it up anyway. Transparency, clarity, the quality of allowing. Let me see. The second definition here says the quality of being open to public scrutiny. Security. So let me read all of that from the top again. It says blockchain is distributed ledger technology, cryptographic techniques, and consensus algorithms are utilized to achieve features like decentralization, traceability, immutability, anonymity, transparency, security. It says as a decentralized distributed ledger, decentralization is a key feature of blockchain, which can help to reduce cost and increase efficiency. Only transactions confirmed can be recorded on the blockchain. So if you, and that's probably a lot too. You probably try to make a payment, but it don't go through. I feel like they're still gonna trace that shit. It says, and once, read it from here. And once validated by other nodes, transactions cannot be altered. Once again, hey, you make that purchase, it's going to stick there forever, in the blockchain. It says since each of the transactions on the blockchain is validated and recorded with a timestamp, all nodes in the blockchain network can verify these transactions. Hey, even got a timestamp, We know what time you bought this, recording everything. Esau wants to be like the Most High, wants to know our every move, where we at all the time, what we buying, what we eating, and, your carbon emission, all kind of bullshit, man. It says the ledger is shared among all participants in the blockchain network, which can provide transparency. With cryptographic techniques, blockchain can guarantee that data recorded on the ledger cannot be tampered. So that's all I'm gonna read from this article. Lord willing, I put in the comment section, but let's get a precept here. Just we go straight to Revelation 13 and 16 again, because this is how your payments are going to be tracked, through the central bank digital currencies, because everything is going digital, man. We're getting rid of the paper money. All these, I'll read it again from the article. Let me see. 134 countries under key findings says 134 countries in currency unions representing 98% of global GDP are exploring a CBDC. Hey, so it's basically exactly what it says, 98% of global GDP. This is the MOTB is a global thing. Let me just bring that precept right now. Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which that's going into, us pushing this word, suffering for Yahweh's namesake. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And that the hour of temptation is when everybody's going to be tempted and tested, to see where your faith lies. You're going to go to the Esau Edom for the one of all things and take that mark. That the RFID CHIP, are you going to depend and lean on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? Because that's Lord willing, we be stable in those days. We're gonna lean on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for the one all things, man. He promised to feed us and take care of us during that day. Let me read from the top again, Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now let's get that word, world, in the interlinear. I'll play it.
Strong's G 3625, oikumene. Oikumene.
Oikumene, under the outline of biblical usage, the definition 1C, it says the whole inhabited earth, the world. So everybody's going to be tempted with this. Going back to the article, it says, 134 countries representing 98% of the global GDP or exploring a CBDC. So everything is going, centralized. Won't be no more, money sleeves. How Jake be doing. But this is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads. And that he is, the elite banking families of Esau Edom, they're at the top, pulling the strings. Everybody's going to have to get it, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in society. That's what it says, both small and great, whether you have you high up in society or you low in society, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that mark is that RFID CHIP, that grain of rice, which is going to go either in your hand, right or left hand, or on your forehead. You got a plethora of companies, producing these. Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to participate in society unless you have this, Let me get this word here in verse 15. I'll just read verse 15. It said, Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many should not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And what's the image of the beast? The image of the ancient Roman Empire. This system is patterned exactly off of the ancient Roman Empire, having a Senate house, having one rule over us, a president, the bread and circus, Colosseums. There's many similarities between ancient Rome and this the revised Roman Empire, America. Well, let me go into this word "killed" right here. Say if you don't worship the image of the beast, you should be killed. Let me see if this is the word I want. Yeah, let me see. I'll read both of them.
Strong's G 615. Apoctino.
And on the outline of biblical usage says to kill in any way, whatever. And we know that some of the believers, some of the elect are going to be put to death, for not agreeing with the image of the beast, or not taking his mark, Revelation 20 and 4. But also it's going into this as well.
Strong's G 575. Apa.
And then on the outline of biblical usage says of separation. Let me see any of these. A good definition here. So like you bear with me, just reading through them. I'll just read a few of them from the top. It says of separation, of local separation. Definition B of separation of apart from the whole. Basically you're going to be separated from society. You're going to be X'd out. You're not going to be able to participate, So this is what it's going to, you're not going to be able to, going back to verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And it's not only buying and selling, but you're going to be separated from society as a whole. You're not going to be able to participate. You're not going to be able to go get medical attention. I've just been shot in my leg. Can you stitch me up? Or let me scan your hand right quick. And they try to scan it, like, well, you can't get in, sir. Let me scan your forehead. Let me try something else. Nothing there either. You can't get in. Well, that bullet's just going to have to be there. You have to do something yourself, tourniquet yourself, take your shirt off, tie it around your leg, because you're not going to get no help unless you have that C-hip, man. But, that's all I want to bring out in this lesson, And the key point, that I really want to bring out is that, you're going to be tracked through blockchain. Sin is not going to be, Esau not going to be able to trace sin, man. Like the point the Apostle Paul made in his lesson. It's billions of people on earth. How is he going to track everybody's sin and put your sin through blockchain, He wants to be like the Most High, but he's not in our house. He doesn't know what you do each and every day. But I'm in the lesson there, not ramble on. Lord willing, this was edifying and to the point. Like I said, Lord willing, I'll put these website articles in the comment board. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, as well as double honor to their elders. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahweh Shai. Shalom.